There's no exploratorium in most neighborhoods. Necessity is still the mother of invention in Newark, New Jersey. Here, play is too often an afterthought. The harder life gets, the harder it is to be playful. 20 years ago, the Allstars Network was set up to address this problem. It's a talent show that recruits kids from ages 5 to 25 in cities from coast to coast. The idea was dreamed up by Dr. Fred Newman, a psychologist from New York.
The concept was fairly simple. The use of play to help people to grow and to further evolve a sense of self-esteem.
In the case of the Allstars, play means performance. This is grassroots show business. What makes the Allstars unique is that no one is turned away. The Allstars are holding auditions in Newark. Hundreds of people have turned out.
One of the things that this is all about is about performance.
Pam Lewis has been the national producer of the Allstars for 10 years.
Just perform on the stage. That you have to learn how to perform in your life every day. Over the last 10 years, we've been creating all-star shows where, for example, at the auditions, you have like maybe 300 young people show up and they all make it. Everyone gets to be in a show. The young people are running the sound and the lights and they're stage managing. The All-Stars Talent Show Network is run by young people, and that's quite extraordinary.
I myself, I've been in the All-Stars for 10 years. I've been a dancer, I've been a rapper, and now I'm the MC. So without further ado, I want to kick this audition off. Give it up for the Dynamite Steppers!
For some young people, the first time they ever find out about the All-Stars is at a show, when they've come to see their cousin or a friend of theirs perform. But the majority of young people, first meet the All-Stars when they come to an audition.
It's real cool. It's theirs. It belongs to them. They created it. I think it has a lot of the positive qualities that in some ways are replicated negatively in gang situations, but it's very positive. It's filled with a sense of belonging, of creating something, of being hip, of being, and that's great because that's what we all want. I mean, everyone wants to be cool.
Lenny Moore is a sound engineer for the All-Stars. He grew up in the Bedford-Stuyvesant section of Brooklyn, where the easiest way to be cool was to join a gang.
A lot of us, in neighborhoods like that, really have to find something to get involved with, and I guess that's the only thing we had.
All right, cool. So you're ready for the next act?
Like many of the young people who've come to the auditions, play wasn't a big part of Lenny's life.
Like around 85, 86, my father, he made some mistakes and he had to go away to prison. So at the time, my stepmother was around. My maternal mother wasn't around. She kind of left us earlier. And so it was just hard. A lot of decisions I had to make was without my father being around.
Lenny is a father himself now and lives with his family in Canarsie, Brooklyn. Their home doubles as a recording studio because, in addition to his work with the All-Stars, Lenny also produces several rappers, including his younger brother, Randy. Like most brothers, they've shared a lot over the years.
We did a lot of crazy things. We got peer pressure. It got to us, too. And what happened was I got involved with a lot of bad things, chose the wrong parties to hang out with. I was right around the time where I noticed that my brother started making the choices the same exact to mine, the same pattern of choices I was making. And I noticed that he was looking up to me, and he was using my guidance as his way of getting through the same situation. And it kind of hit me like a slap in the face. It was like, I gotta find something else, or my brother is gonna be in the same situation as I am.
It was only by chance that Lenny dropped into an All-Stars talent show in his neighborhood.
I remember the date, October 23rd, 1993. That was the day of the show. It was a Saturday, like 3 o'clock. I couldn't believe it.
That day was the beginning of a dramatic turnaround. His All-Stars experience has changed Lenny's perceptions about who he is and what he can do. He sees the All-Stars approach to play as a key factor.
See? There you go. At first, when I was younger, I thought play was having fun, or play like in stage play. But now I see play as a tool in life, like playing a role at work, or playing a role as a father or a responsible adult, playing a role as a civilized human being.
And Lenny always talks about how being in the All-Stars really built up his self-esteem. He even said to me, he said, you know, I had no self-esteem before I met the All-Stars.
3 weeks after the auditions, it's showtime in Newark. A whole new group of kids are getting their chance to shine.
Performing on stage means everything to these kids. It means everything. It's kind of what they have. Like a lot of them, they may not have the right tennis shoes, they may not have the right clothes that everybody else has. You know, they might not even be doing all that well in school, or they might not have both their parents, or there may be all kinds of stuff going on at home, but they can get on stage and they can dance. And that's what they have, performance. And that's also what we human beings have. That's what we do.
Yo, who got the game and play the game? You wanna learn the game, you don't know this game? Let me teach the game, man.
You get applaud for everything you do. You get applaud for walking out, getting off the stage the right way. It's like, oh, you exit stage left. You exit stage left, oh, nice performance. It's like, I just want them to start to see the world differently, like I have.
So let me teach the game and preach the game. I got the game, so be fit.
And now, a real big round of applause for all of the young people who performed today. That's right, you guys did a great job.
Performance can be one of the most rewarding kinds of play. For these kids, the rewards may include even more than trophies and applause. As they say in the All-Stars, if you can perform on the stage, you can perform in life. Corporate America is not generally known for its playfulness. Often, the only kind of performance that's valued is the kind that can be seen on the bottom line. At the same time, companies know that happy employees who have bonded with one another, work more productively. For STC, Software Technologies Corporation, the need for team building is especially acute. In a few weeks, STC will go public on the stock market. They're in the process of opening dozens of new offices and hiring people from all over the world to staff them. STC not only needs its new executives to bond together into a high-powered creative team, they have to do it right away. That's where play comes in.
Terry's done work at a lot of the Fortune 2000 companies.
To speed up the team-building process and to facilitate the kind of creative thinking they're looking for, STC has hired an unusual consultant, a comedian.
So it's my pleasure to introduce Terry Sand.
Thank you, Terry. When you bring a group of professionals together initially and say, we're going to have a playful experience, we're going to hold hands, we're going to emote, you think, oh, please, I have work to do. Don't you know I have important things to do? And I want to let you know that that's a very normal and natural reaction. I'm going to ask you to do an exercise called stretch and complain, stretch and rejoice. So what's going to happen, I'm going to peep on my whistle, upside down birdie, and I'm going to ask you to stand up, leap to your feet, and start stretching and complaining. Ready? Stretch and complain. Here we go. The place I'm taking them, the place called play, is a place where they can continue to take their work seriously, but themselves lightly. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Rah! 1, 2, 3. Play is saying yes and. It's saying yes to a moment of lightheartedness and taking it further. In this moment, I can laugh out loud and not be embarrassed. In this moment, I can look at myself in the mirror in the restroom before I go out and make a funny face before I go, oh, you look fabulous, and then go back out to my desk. Play is daring to be dorky. Excuse me?
It seems highly unlikely that these senior executives expected to be doing this when they came to work for STC.
I'd like to show you my slideshow now. I'd like to show you my first slide. Click. Here we have somebody closing a deal as he's doing a spinal adjustment. Click. Click.
Most of these people barely know one another.
Here we have the bottom line.
They're also very busy and under a lot of pressure, which is exactly why Terry is here.
I'm not doing this just for the heck of it, but for the health of it. This is about health and wellness in the workplace. It's up to all of us to start giving ourselves that shock of recognition that life is still about having fun, that there is play in the moment. So I work a lot in Silicon Valley, and they are incredibly burnt out, and they burn out very young. So I think we're doing triage right now. I know that when I walk in, this is going to be a make or break situation for someone being able to really keep it all together and not burn out before they're not. I used to say 40, now I'm saying by the time they're 30. I just want to also suggest that all of you create stress kits. People are stressed, big time. On the market. Yes, I hear what you're saying. No, sell, buy, sell, no. Just get a squeaker! I'm not having fun. No, I'm not having fun. Oh, the food, blah.
Everybody in this room is under tremendous pressure. And so while you're under that pressure, it's even more important, I think, for people to be able to say, yes, it is a job. Yes, it is incredibly important. But you've got to keep a sense of balance. In fact, when things get most difficult is the time to remind people to step back and keep a sense of perspective. And there's nothing that I know of that does that more quickly than to infuse a sense of fun into something. And it completely dispels the tension.
Ms. Sally Jesse, feeling swell!
Hello, everybody. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Sally Jesse Feeling Swell show. I really want people to get to know each other in a different way other than their work relationships. I want them to have a play relationship. Playmate. I want them to meet their playmates here, not just think of them as workmates, but these are your play partners also. Unbelievable. We have spared no expense. Sir, what is your name?
Sparky the Swami.
Oh. And I also want them to build a corporate community, to know that they spend so many hours together, that they really are human beings together as a family.
Rabbi Demetriadis.
And if you really look at it as a gift to have come together and to feel that connectedness, business will definitely benefit.
My lawyers asked me not to comment on that.
So thank you so much, and have fun. Thank you.